On the remote island of Malo in the Pacific Ocean, marine biologist Jack Elway is researching the impact of seismic activity on marine flora and fauna. He arrives on the island with his son Brandon to conduct long-term observations. Jack's team records anomalies in the behavior of marine organisms, as well as strange disappearances of fish. Island residents begin to report cases of drowning that cannot be explained by normal causes. At the same time, unusual underwater tremors and unusual movements on the seabed are observed in the area around the island. One of the local fishermen dies under unexplained circumstances in shallow water. This attracts the attention of both local authorities and the military. Dr. Allison Hart, a local doctor, becomes the liaison between the team of scientists and the island's administration. Traces of a large creature are found on the coast. Jack begins to suspect that an unknown life form may inhabit the underwater caves near the island. While exploring one of these caves, team finds mutated specimens of marine fauna. Laboratory analysis reveals that the mutations may have been caused by a leak of old buried toxic pesticides. Deepening their research, Jack and Allison conclude that these substances have affected the development of a large amphibious species. At the same time, Brandon finds a strange creature in the coastal zone that looks like a mixture of an amphibian and a reptile. The young creature turns out to be friendly, able to breathe outside of water and even move on its hind limbs. The boy hides it in an abandoned hut and begins to care for it, without revealing its existence to anyone. Meanwhile, new incidents occur. Boats disappear, people die. Jack begins to connect all these events with the creatures that live on the bottom of the island. Soon, a much larger member of the same species comes ashore. It destroys fishermen's houses, scares the locals, and kills several people. The military, led by Colonel Wayne, launches an operation to identify and eliminate the threat. The creature falls into a trap and is captured along with a cub they find in Brandon's possession. Once trapped, both creatures begin to make loud beeping noises. These signals attract a third monster, a giant-sized mother species. It rises from the ocean floor and comes ashore. It begins destroying the island's infrastructure as it makes its way inland in search of its children. The military steps up security measures. Jack proposes a plan to release the cub and try to take the mother back into the ocean. The cub is released, but a fisherman intervenes, determined to sell the creature to an exotic animal trader. He kidnaps the cub, hoping to make a profit. This provokes the mother to even more aggressive actions. She destroys the building where her offspring was kept, destroys equipment and transportation, and continues her search. Human casualties are mounting. Colonel Wayne, after much deliberation, orders the use of heavy weapons. The military ambushes the creature and launches a series of strikes. The mother is killed by fire, destroying part of the military base in the process. The cubs remain alive but remain in captivity. Brandon tells his father where he first found the cub and explains how he made contact with it. Jack convinces the colonel to postpone further action and makes a promise to resolve the situation peacefully. Soon another creature arrives on the island, an adult male. He emerges from the water, finds the dead mother of his children, lets out a loud roar and heads for the building where the cubs are being held. Jack organizes the release of both creatures, and the colonel facilitates the operation, delaying the military's intervention. The three remaining creatures' father and two cubs leave the island and head back out into the ocean. Jack and his team capture the last of the data. The project on the island comes to an end. The island is being cleaned up. The biologists and the military disperse. Brandon says goodbye to his marine friend. The research on Malo Island is officially shut down. Toxic pesticide residue is brought under control. Residents return to normal life and Elway's team prepares to leave.